Today we will talk about the Patasola, the spirit of a betrayed and terribly murdered woman who wanders around, frightening all those who cross her path. Those who have seen her affirm that she's a beautiful woman who attracts unsuspecting walkers with her seductive voice to make them fall in love. She leads them deep into the forest, and once there, she transforms into a horrifying creature. Her large tigress eyes, with which she can see between mountains and bewitch anyone who looks directly at her, turn a deep red. From her disproportionate mouth come countless sharp teeth and two long fangs. And the ugliness of her face is only hidden under a matted hair that partially covers her face. But the most curious thing about her appearance is that the Patasola, as her name in Spanish suggests, has only one leg. A long hoof with nails like claws that she uses to move quickly, propelled by her long arms as if they were crutches. In some stories, snakes of different colors come out of her abundant hair, and her neck and arms are adorned with all kinds of amulets. There are several versions of the origin of this legend, but one of the best known tells the story of a man married to a beautiful woman who, consumed by jealousy, ended up murdering her. The boss of the farm where the married man worked as a peasant wanted a wife. He decided to go to the river and choose the most beautiful washerwoman to court her. And so he did, unaware that the youngest and most beautiful woman was the wife of one of his workers. The feeling was mutual, and soon they began to see each other in secret. They say that one day, the peasant told his sorrows to a companion. His wife was no longer the same. She felt cold and distant. The friend, who knew what was happening, told him that his wife was seeing the boss. The man, distrustful, prepared a ruse to find out if it was true because he could not believe it. That day, he told his wife that he wouldn't be home until late, and when night fell, he hid in the bushes to spy on her. His wife, seeing that he didn't arrive, went to the farm to look for the boss. The husband decided to wait for her at home, bundled up his children, and went to bed. At dawn, he heard his wife return and ask her where she came from. She answered naturally, from washing some clothes. The next day, he invented again that he had to go out and that he wouldn't sleep at home. That night, he watched from his hidden place as the boss visited her and saw how she threw herself into his arms, kissing him. The man, in a fit of rage, grabbed a machete and killed the boss by decapitating him while he was still in the arms of his wife. She screamed in horror with her face covered in blood. She tried to run away in terror, but her husband threw another machete blow that left her without one of her legs. The lovers bled to death at the same time. The man entered prison, but when he managed to get out, he returned to take his children and set fire to the house. Since then, they say that the woman's soul wanders through farms, forests, and jungles, crying out in pain for the loss of her love and her children. She wanders possessed with eyes full of hate and regret, hopping with her single leg in search of prey to devour, drawing blood with her fangs. It is said that this character was invented by jealous husbands to instill fear in their wives and thus prevent them from being unfaithful one day. And that in reality, the Patasola is the protector of nature and animals that attacks humans who enter the forest to destroy them. How can we defend ourselves against this fearsome creature? One of the options is to surround yourself with domestic animals because they immediately flee when they perceive the Patasola, warning of danger. There are also rituals to drive it away, such as pronouncing these words out loud. Patasola, Patasola, I'm sorry you live alone, but if you dare to attack me, I'll cut off your crutches. Better go and pack your bags. Some peasants place mirrors in the houses in case this monstrous woman appears. Thus, she will contemplate her face in the reflection and will come out horrified to hide and lament her terrible condition. Remember, if you're alone in the middle of the night near a forest or jungle, be careful if you see a figure or if you hear terrible cries approaching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!